For the day and night drama of the world's premier road race, we go to Le Mans, France, to await the start of the famed 24-hour Le Mans Grand Prix of Endurance. The cars entered in the world's longest race are mainly Grand Touring models, cars in full showroom trim. There is also a prototype category with engines up to 4 liters. The larger prototypes have long dominated Le Mans' overall prize, but they're fast becoming extinct as the trend is to get back to the true Grand Touring models. 250,000 racing buffs are here, filling the grandstands to capacity and occupying every niche at vantage points along the sprawling course. At 4 p.m. on a Saturday, 55 drivers dash for their silent cars in the traditional Le Mans start to this greatest of all endurance tests. The crescendo of 55 perfectly tuned engines being unleashed grows to an ear-splitting pitch. The race will end 24 hours from now, as soon as the leading car crosses the finish line. Winners of the many categories and engine classes will be those cars having completed the greatest number of laps. As usual, the powerful Italian-built Ferraris are the machines to beat. The Ferrari stable boasts the world's champion Phil Hill among its high-ranking drivers. This is how the winding road ahead looks to the Santa Monica, California ace. Hill's co-driver is Belgium's Oliver Jean-de-Bienne. Together they won the 1958 Le Mans and set speed and distance records last year in their winning Ferrari. Through 24 hours of fog and rain, the pair traveled 2,779 miles, averaging better than 115 miles per hour. Number 15, a Ferrari, being driven by American Dan Gurney, works through one of the difficult S's along the 8 4/10 mile circuit. Gurney, competing for world championship points, flashes past car after car, heading into the long, fast straight, Le Mans' famous backstretch. Unfortunately, Dan is soon to know the heartbreak that comes with engine failure. Mexico's heavy-footed Rodriguez brothers and their bullet-fast Ferrari have been challenging Hill and Jean-de-Bienne all afternoon. Hill in car number 6, an open-roofed 12-cylinder monster, is on his way to setting a new one-lap record of 126 8/10 miles an hour. And so it goes, hour after hour, an endless procession of cars speeding into the night. Hill lets Jean-de-Bienne take over the wheel after gunning his mount into first place. So far, the Ferrari has performed beautifully. Hill takes a welcome break, confident Jean-de-Bienne can maintain the position. Headlights blazing, the cars roar through the darkness while most of the 250,000 hardy spectators try to get a few hours' sleep. During the wee hours, the Rodriguez brothers are forced to leave the race when their Ferrari develops a jammed gearbox. At dawn, the lead car is the rear-engine Ferrari of Hill and Jean-de-Bienne. The driver of this car is in a slight predicament, but he must abide by Le Mans rules which prohibit help except in serious accidents. High noon on Sunday finds Phil Hill behind the steering column of the smooth-running Ferrari and still leading in the race. Only 4 cars are open-roofed, offering their drivers relief from the stifling summer heat. While there have been no accidents in more than 20 hours of competition, only 18 of the 55 cars in the starting field are still in running order, mechanical failures having taken a heavy toll. Phil Hill has been nursing a hot clutch for several hours now. He's been forced to drive in 4th, thus avoiding the changing of gears as much as possible. But at this point, Hill seems to have the race sewn up. A Grand Touring Jaguar, piloted by P.F. Sargent of England, is in 5th place, 25 laps behind the pace-setter Phil Hill. Exactly 24 hours, 1 minute and 57 seconds after it all began, Phil Hill blasts across the finish line, winner of the 1962 Le Mans Grand Prix of Endurance. Hill and Jean-de-Bienne were never headed after the 12th hour. Ferrari sweeps the top 3 positions in 5 of the first 10. The world's champion, Phil Hill on the right, and Oliver Jean-de-Bienne covered 2,766 5/10 miles averaging 115 9/10 miles an hour to share their third Le Mans victory.